I'm a doctor of physical therapy, and I've taken two of the most popular at-home cupping devices and compared them side by side. They're similar, but they have some stark differences between them. I'll go through all the features for both of these devices and show you how they actually work so you can decide which one is better for you. Here's a quick side-by-side comparison of them. Later on in this video, I will give a complete rundown of all the features of each one of these, and I will also demonstrate exactly how to apply these to different areas of your body. I'll show you a feature-by-feature breakdown of each of these items and why one might be a better fit for you than the other. Let's get right into it. I am very pleased with both the suction on both of these and how long the charge lasts. I very infrequently need to recharge these. The first thing that you'll notice with these is the size. They're very similar in size, but I will say the RENPHO is a little bit shorter, so it's a little bit easier to handle. It's just a little bit smaller and less bulky than this one. This one is easier to hold onto on the edges though. It has these finger holds on the side, which makes it really easy. The next thing you're going to notice are the actual cups. So they're very similar in size. These are both the large size cups. Each of these devices comes with a couple of different sizes. This original one has a large one on, but it also has a small one that you can just screw on. And I like the small one for very small areas, or if you're petite, it's great on the bottom of feet as well. The RENPHO also gives you different cup sizes, but they're a little bit different. So this is a large size, which is the same as the original one. This is a small size, which is not quite as small as the other one. And it also gives you this curved one, which I really love. If you're going to be focusing on curved areas like your calves or your arms, this one comes in really handy and it helps suction onto the area just a little bit easier. This original cupping device has all the buttons you need right on the front. You just long press the power button, and this does come in sets of 2 or 4, so you can do several different areas of your body at one time. Once you have the device turned on, you'll see a 20-minute timer start to count down. It will automatically turn off after the 20 minutes, or you can push this release button at any time and just release the suction. It has a little braille raised button, so it's very easy to locate even if it's on your back. So you can do this all on your own and you don't need any assistance. Then you can short press the power button to cycle through 2 different modes. One is continuous and one pulses. You could also cycle through 12 different suction levels and 12 different light intensity levels. And you can see that the LED lights on the back are nice and powerful. There are several lights here. So there are some stark differences with this RENPHO version. It has a rubber side, so it's easy to grip on the edges, and it's not round. It's just a little bit easier to hold in hand. But you don't have that instant release button that the other one had. You do have to find this power button at the top and long press it if you want to stop it before your timer goes off. It's not difficult to do. It's just a little bit more cumbersome. If something is attached to your back, it's a little bit harder to find, but it's not that bad. I will also say that there are less features on here, but that also makes it easier to use. So to get it started, you're just going to long press the power button at the top. And then there's only 3 options for each function. There is a light function that can be 1, 2, or 3, an intensity level. And there are just 2 lights on the back, but these are 850 nanometer wavelengths. And that's a perfect wavelength for targeting deeper tissues, especially if you're worried about athletic recovery. The next thing you can choose is your suction level between 1, 2, and 3. And then the last option is that you can actually turn this timer between 3, 5, and 8 minutes. So you'll notice that that's significantly shorter than the 20-minute timer on the other version. I kind of like the shorter version, and I like that I can have it turn off automatically after just 5 minutes or so. The other thing that you're going to notice right away is that the cups are shaped slightly different. This original version here has a flat edge, and this one has a more rounded edge. And that's great for different reasons. I will say that this original version does suction much more powerfully with this flat edge, and this RENPHO version is a little bit more gentle. So if you're a first-time user and you're a little bit intimidated by the process of it, you might want to try this rounded edge one because it's a little bit more gentle and the timer goes just a little bit less. If you're looking for an intense recovery and an intense cupping session where you're going to get a lot of bruising, you probably want to go for this one. It's going to do the job for you. Now, this original version comes in sets of 2 or even more, but they don't sync together. So you have to individually apply them to your body and put the settings the way that you want them. This is not a big deal and it just takes a second. But if you want just a slightly easier version, you might want to check out the RENPHO. So you can actually pair up to 6 RENPHO devices. You can make one of them the control. So if you have several on your body, you can just make the setting on one device and it will translate to all the other devices on your body. This is really handy if you're going to be working on your back or on your legs and you don't have easy access to all the buttons. So let's give these a try and I'll show you exactly how well they function. I'm going to use my lower back as an example. I will say that with both of these, if you leave them on long enough, you'll definitely get that classic cupping mark on your body and a bruise that lasts a few days. If you're just using it for a couple of minutes at a time, you probably won't notice a significant discoloration. So I like to start by turning my device on first. You'll notice that this one starts suction right away. This one won't start suction until I actually push the buttons. And I should mention that if you're interested in scraping in addition to cupping, this version is a little bit easier to manage because it has two separate modes. I have the large suction cup on this one, which will be perfect for my back. You can just place it on your body wherever you want. I just give it a second to adhere, and then you can go about your business or rest and relax while it's doing its thing. And I can also feel the heat right away. It's not too intense, but it does feel nice and warm. Same thing for this RENPHO version. I'm just going to long press the power button to turn it on. This one won't actually start suction until I press the buttons on the front. I'm going to set mine to high intensity level for the light, and then I'm going to put it on low intensity for my back. I do feel suction on both of these equally. They're both doing a great job. So when I'm ready to release this, if I don't want the full 20-minute experience, I just need to use my finger and find that little braille button on the front that indicates that the release button is there and push it, and it immediately releases. You can see that even after a minute, I still have a small mark. Now this one doesn't have a release button, but if I use my thumb on the edge to find that power button, I can long press it and release the suction. So one really popular area to use a cupping device is on your traps and your low back, and that's when several devices come in handy. So instead of doing each spot one by one, you can just do it all at the same time. And then this is the controller. So anything I do with this one will control this one. Put the control one at the top, and then I'll put the other one on the bottom. Now, if I want to do the same thing with this original version, I have to set them individually. So I'm just going to start this one with suction on level 3. So hopefully that helps you decide between which cupping device might work for you. I would say that if you're looking for versatility and more options, get this original version. It has a nice handhold on the side. It's easy to cycle through a large number of intensity and light levels, up to 12 different options for each. And the release button is easy to find and use. But if you're looking for something that's a little bit simpler to use and you plan on using several body areas at one time, check out this RENPHO version. They can be paired with up to 6 different versions. There's 3 levels to choose from between the heat level, the intensity level, and the timer goes from 3, 5, or 8 minutes. Not quite as easy to release this one, and sometimes the suction's a little bit trickier with this cup, but it does come with a curved cup option, which is great if you're going to be using it on areas like your calves. These are both great suction devices, and you'll get great effects from both of them.